Okay, Your Honor, I'm here today because I'm having difficulties in my marriage due to my husband cheating, lying, staying out all night, coming home at 5, 6 in the morning, and just not being romantic. He's slowing down on trying to be a better father for our 2 children and a better husband for me. There was a time, Your Honor, where I was getting my son ready for school. It was a normal day. I get him ready. We're getting in the car. I open the car door, and right in front of on the side of my son's car seat was an open condom. Yeah, I come inside, hysterical. I'm crying. I'm angry, and he just leaves. I show him the condom. I'm like, "What's this?" He walks out the house, and he's gone in the car.
Okay, Mr. Bishop, do you care to respond?
Yes, ma'am. First thing I want to say is black men don't cheat. You know. Honestly,
that's a lie.
First things first.
He's admitted to me cheating, Your Honor.
In the past, you know, we've been together for 10 years.
What was up with the condom? What was up with the condom?
Honestly, I had let my friend borrow my car.
He's lying, Your Honor. He's lying.
I let him borrow my car. He said he was going down the street to get something to eat. He's gonna put gas in my car. I said, okay, that's fine. Well, an hour go by, and I'm calling him like, where you at? He finally comes back with my car.
He's lying, Your Honor.
It's like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and then I go home, and I wake up to her being upset about the condom in the car. And at the time, I just
He's lying, Your Honor. The night before I found the condom, he called me. He was getting off of work. He called me and said, babe, I'm going to go to my friend's house and go just play the game for a little bit. I'll be back in a little while. I'm like, okay, you know, he called me. He gave me acknowledged that he was going to be gone. He called me and said, I'm going to be at my friend's house. So how did you let your friend use the car? And the next morning, I find this condom. An open condom, mind you. The condom was missing. And I confronted him about it, and he said he cheated on me.
Did you admit to it?
No, ma'am.
He's lying, Your Honor. He's lying. He admitted to it.
You did not admit to it.
I did not admit to it because I didn't do it.
He said he had oral sex with the female.
Did you admit to that?
I did not admit to that.
He admitted to it, Your Honor. I have no reason to lie.
Okay.
There was a time, Your Honor, when I was 6 months pregnant, and I was going through his phone, because that's just what I do. I go through his phone. We've been together for so long. I go through his phone, and I see a message from a female. So instead of confronting him about it, I get the female's number, and I call her. She tells me that he's telling her he wants to be in a relationship with her. She didn't know anything about me, and she didn't know that I was pregnant.
Mr. Bishop,
I confronted him about it, and I confronted him about it, and he...
say, at the end of the day, I was talking to a female. She was a good friend from school. She was a good friend from school. You know, we go back a long time ago. And when I was talking to her, we were just, you know, just talking like good friends. And then she just knew that my emotional state that I was going through, and she was being...
Your emotional state? What were you going through?
My emotional state I was going through was dealing with Veronica, you know, just her going through my phone, constantly accusing me of cheating. I come home from work 15 hours, you know, I work hard. I'm a welder. I'm not no, you know...
you don't sit at a desk, you do a tough physical job.
I do a tough physical job, yes ma'am, hard labor.
Let me ask you, hey. Let me ask you this. You believe that she's simply insecure, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Why don't you explain to me how she demonstrates that?
I come home, she's always going through my phone. I don't even have a lock on my phone, Your Honor. I don't have no social media sites. I don't have Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, none of that, unlike my wife. I don't have none of that. I have no lock on my phone, unlike my wife.
Bro, he throwing the smoke. He want all the smoke, bro. I think bro gonna be straight. He gonna be cool, man. Listen, if damn, I hope y'all can hear me. If your significant other, bro, don't have no social media, nothing like that, bro, that's the telling you.
So therefore, she can go through my phone as pleased whenever she wants to. I come home, she wants to smell me. I go out with my friends, you know, like she said, I
have no choice, Your Honor.
Do you
he's a
sniff
liar.
a brother?
He's a liar. If he's coming home, if he's staying gone for a whole 24 hours, what am I supposed to do? Just, hey, honey, you want dinner? No, I'm gonna find out what you've been up to. He's a liar, Your Honor.
At the end of the day, Your Honor, I brought her with me to my friend's house so she could see what I do, that we be playing the game, you know? And she sat there with me many a time and watched me play the game. Like, oh, this is what you guys do. It's boring. Take me home. I'll take her back home.
They do play that game a long time, though. You know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah. He stays
2K20 just came out.
Your Honor,
I don't even know what that is.
He's too grown, Your Honor. He's a married man and a father. The video game should be the last thing on his mind.
Ooh, Mr. Bishop.
And at the end of the day, that's understandable. That is understandable. But I do what I gotta do to provide for my family by any means, you know?
You know
I'm the
what,
only one in the
Mr. Bishop, but it's not just about providing.
Thank
Your
you.
kids are 6 and 2, they're boys.
Yes, ma'am.
Holy moly, they need a dude in the house.
Yes, ma'am.
A dude in the house to watch on the regular about how they should conduct their business. If you like this all the time, what are they learning?
You're right, man. You're right. That's why I try to be there for them as best as I can. I work 10 hours a day, so that's most of my time. When I come home, I work the swing shift. I work from 3:30
How much video time you got every week, though?
Probably like 2 days out the week, man.
If he can do it every day, Your Honor, he would.
That's a lot, don't you think?
And then it's only about 4 to 5 hours.
He's lying, Your Honor. He will stay gone. He will go to work. He works a 10 to 12-hour shift. He will work that shift and go straight to his friend's house after work. Not even come home, see if me and the kids need anything. Sometimes he won't even call or text.
I call her.
He's lying, Your Honor.
I do call her.
But you're not home.
He
As much as I want to be. I want to be there more, but
He plays
No, there's no I want to be at home more, but I must go play this game. That doesn't make any sense. Do you have any savings?
Yes, ma'am.
How much?
About $1,500 tops. I live in California. First off, gas is $4 a gallon. I'm the only one working in my household. She don't provide nothing. I provide everything.
Oh, she provides a lot. She's taking care of those kids.
She takes care of my kids.
She's taking care of that house.
As far as financially wise, she don't help out with no bills, none of that. I pay all the bills. I got her nails did. I pay rent. I pay the car note. I pay the insurance.
I understand you pay for everything.
I buy my sons everything.
Mr. Bishop, I get that. But that does not absolve you of the responsibility of being an active, present father. Simply does not. Simply does not. Yeah. And that is a full-time job, especially when you have little boys.
Yes, ma'am.
There was a time, Your Honor, where he lost his job, and I wasn't working either. And I had to really provide for my family, figure out, make meals, and just make beans and freeze them in the freezer just so we can survive because he wasn't working. There was a time where I was working, making $400 every 2 weeks, and I was providing for all of us.
And I work at the time, too. I was working with Pardine.
He was barely working, Your Honor. He was barely working. I would come home. He would forget to pick me up from work at Little Caesars.
It only happened like one time.
He's lying. And I come home, and where is he at? In the garage, gambling, shooting
So
dice.
she gets her grind on when she has to.
When she has to.
Yeah. But she takes care of her kids now.
Every day.
She takes care of the kids.
Every day.
She's a good mom. She's a great mom. A great mom.
And a good wife. You got meals, your stuff is taken care of at home, right?
I cook him meals. Sometimes he doesn't eat.
Hold on, man. Y'all ain't gonna keep coming at my dog, man. I got you, Callie. Listen, man, even though I get what you're saying, it's a full-time job, you gotta be a dad or whatever, but I know for a fact, bro, you still gotta do what you gotta do for you. You gotta be cool with yourself. So if you need a couple hours to get on 2K or Madden or make YouTube videos or take a nap, bro, you go ahead and do it, bro. That don't mean that you gotta 24/7 be obligated to keep doing this for a person or doing that for a person. You got an obligation to yourself. We have an obligation to ourselves to take care of ourselves. So I get what she's saying. Being a father is important, and it's the most important thing that you got to do. But at the same point in time, you can't be a father if you're not even taking care of yourself. It's not just about being a father. It's what type of father do you want to be?
Even show up to eat dinner.
I eat it though. I just be a little bit.
When I don't cook, then he complains. I'm like, well, I didn't know if you were coming home today. I didn't know if you were gonna go get off work and go gamble.
Okay. Now, Ms. Bishop, now, first of all, I'm gonna warn you, Mr. Bishop.
Yes, ma'am.
You don't have to respond to this at all if you don't want to. Okay? You say the sex is sad. Tell me what you mean, and Mr. Bishop, you can peace out if you want to. I never make a brother defend that. Go ahead.
Okay, Your Honor, I'm the type of female where I'm passionate, I'm romantic.
I'm the type of woman. Female. We're not dogs or livestock. It drives me absolutely crazy. I know it's just terminology, but words matter.
I'm the type of woman, Your Honor, where I'm passionate, I'm romantic in my relationships, my marriage. He'll be in the mood sometimes and I won't, but I'll still give it to him just because I feel like that's my obligation. That's my husband. I don't want him to go and cheat again. And there was this time where we get ready to do our thing. He doesn't run my bathwater. He doesn't massage my back, doesn't do anything. And next thing you know, bam, there goes the dynamite. We're done.
I didn't get it quite at first.
Listen, fellas, I ain't never told y'all nothing wrong, man. Bro, take your time, bro. It ain't going nowhere, bro. Just take your time. There's times where you cannot take your time, but take your time, bro. For them, it be all up here, bro. They be all up and want you to rub that back in water and tell them they smell like cucumbers and admire the Victoria's Secret and all of that, bro. It's all up there, bro. Just take your time a little bit, then you know how to do it, man. We good? We good.
I had to rotate that one around again before now. As
It's true,
I said,
Your Honor,
Mr.
it's
Bishop,
true.
you are under no obligation to respond.
I'm going to respond because
Okay,
that's
go
what I
ahead.
want to do. I'm tired, man. We got 2 kids at home. We got to just work around our schedule to do what we got to do.
He'll come home,
know?
Your Honor, from gambling at 5
And
in the
then-
morning, try to touch me.
And then
like I'm
she's
just supposed to
oohing
give
and
it
on.
up.
She's oohing and on. So I'm not knowing what the difference is. I'm not knowing I'm not landing down. I'm thinking I'm hitting home run.
Well, now you know. Now you know.
Yeah.
Ow!
Your Honor, we will do our thing one night, and then the next morning we're arguing about something petty.
Because
So then it makes me regret giving it up the night before.
Well, don't look at it like that. That's silly. It's not quid pro quo out there. That's not how that thing
That's
works.
just how I feel.
What is your primary complaint about Mrs. Bishop? I mean, we talked about your
honestly-
failures a
I
lot.
honestly
What are
feel like,
hers?
look, I love my wife, and I'm not gonna sit here and down talk her and put her down and like that. But I just feel like she procrastinates too much, Your Honor. I give her money. She don't even got her license. I give her money to go get her license. She'd rather go get her nails and hair did than get a driver's license.
He's lying, Your Honor.
You don't have a driver's
He's
license?
lying. No, I don't,
She don't
Your
have a
Honor.
driver's
But
license. She
Where do you
28
guys
years old, no
live?
driver's license.
we
Where
live
do you
in
guys
California.
live? In California. And you don't have a driver's license?
I'm working on it now, Your Honor.
But she rather.
What do you mean working on it?
I mean, I'm studying for the test.
Okay.
And I took my test. I took my test one time, and I unfortunately failed it. But I did make an appointment to go again. I just never
She
went.
done made like 4 appointments.
I have an appointment now waiting, and like 3 weeks is my appointment.
Go get the license.
And I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna go get it.
Somebody gets sick, you gotta take the kid,
Exactly,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? You gotta get in the
At the
car.
end of the day, Your Honor, I feel like I'm a fun dad, you know.
He's
I do-
only a fun dad. He does not a teacher. He doesn't take baths. He doesn't lotion
I don't
up. He
take
barely.
No, he doesn't get
I'm
baths.
not give baths.
I knew what she meant. He doesn't give
Thank
the kids
you.
baths.
Thank
That's what she meant.
I take my son
Barely,
bath
Your
from time to
Honor,
time.
barely,
Your Honor, I'm at
barely.
work from 3:30 p.m. to 12 o'clock a.m. My
Right.
kids are asleep by the time I get home from work. I don't, you know, they're not sitting up at 12 o'clock waiting for me to take them a bath and feed
On
them.
Friday nights, I sometimes let my kids stay up late and watch. We have movie nights on Fridays. He won't be home. My oldest will tell me, "Mommy, where's Daddy? Is he coming home?" So he doesn't understand that him gambling is affecting our children,
Yeah.
and that's.
Do you see that part though?
I do.
He doesn't.
I do. I see the difference in my son, you know, the way he looks at me and the way we talk, our conversations we have, you know. And I want to be there more for him, Your Honor. But I got to do what I got to do to pay the bills. If I don't pay the bills, then we get
We get that.
we get
don't-
evicted and we're
don't
going to be on the
repeat-
side of the
don't
road.
keep
That's all he
repeating that.
says is I
Look,
pay
she
the
wants me
bill.
to, she wants me up under her so we can sing Kumbaya
That's why.
stories, but we could be on the side of the road.
Mr. Bishop, nobody's asking you not to go to work. What we're asking you to do is to spend more time with your family than you do with the guys playing video games.
Thank you.
That's what we're asking of you. I pay the bills, I pay the bills, I pay the bills, I pay the bills. What is that? You know what I mean? You're in a relationship, not to mention you're in a relationship with her.
Yes, ma'am.
She needs some time. She needs to feel like you love her. She needs to feel like she's important. You should want to spend time with her.
Yes, ma'am.
You know what I'm saying? Don't get all, it's you know, once I pay the bills, I'm done. I hate that mentality. You say he's insecure about you as well, that he says that you're always liking random guys' posts.
That's a lot, Your Honor.
Sharon posts. She don't
Well,
like
you
it.
tell me about that.
Okay,
then.
honestly, well, I don't go through her phone all the
He doesn't
time, you
have
know.
a-
I go through her phone probably like once a month, if that, Your Honor, if that, okay? And when
Is
I
that
do,
reasonable, Nick?
and look,
'Cause I don't know,
on,
man.
so look, at the end of the day, she got the lock on her phone. She told me the lock, so I go to her phone. She got the Facebook, right? Different men are hitting her up, you know, saying this, saying that. And then I don't know if she deleted the messages, because you could delete the messages. But my thing is, why are you on social media getting entertained by that? Why don't you just nip it in the butt?
Entertained.
Why don't you just nip it in the butt and get off it? So that way I don't even gotta worry about that, you know?
So you want her off social media altogether, or do you want her to simply tell the dudes that send her messages, cut it out?
No, I just want her to get off social media, period. If we ain't had no social media, we ain't be in this situation at all.
So I tell you what, she'll get off social media the minute you get off that game.
Thank you.
I have watched my son, when we've gone out to dinner, get the 4th text from a chick and said, well, that's over for her. You can't just pester him. You know what I mean?
When he's out gambling all night, I feel like I have a right to.
That constant needy isn't getting you what you want.
It's not that I need him, Your Honor. He's not.
But it's not working, though, is it?
It's not, because he.
And that's why you need to listen to me and be quiet. I want to listen. I've been married 31 years for a reason. I learned a thing or two. Good Lord. Tell me about that $800 you want from Mr. Bishop, Mrs. Bishop.
Yeah, it's my TV that I won from working at Little Caesars. It was a Christmas party, and it's my TV, and I just want it. He can't keep it. He can't. It's a nice
Your Honor,
TV.
she can have it. I don't want it. You know, I'm not gonna fight it.
I'm not gonna award you $800, but I will award you the television.
Thank
okay. Well, as you leave here today, I'm gonna ask you to do a couple of things.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna ask you to be extra involved in those children's lives, because you're leaving the house.
Yes, ma'am.
You know what I mean? So even when, you know, you have to take time for those kids, and especially if they're little boys, they will grow up to do what you do, they see what you do, and it's meaningful for them. Do you understand what I'm telling you?
Yes, ma'am.
That you teach them how to treat women, you teach them how to be self-possessed and important, and what working means, all of that. If you're just kind of like a vague idea in their head as opposed to a constant presence in their life, you cannot teach them what you know. And you do know some good stuff.
Yes, ma'am.
So don't put yourself in a position where you can't teach it to them. And it's not about verbally teaching it to them, it's what they see. You with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, Ms. Bishop, we can wear some men out. And if you continue to do that which is not working, it eventually starts to work against you. So not only are you not getting what you want, you're making it that much harder to get, because he don't want to hear you at all.
He just doesn't want to hear that.
That's all me. You don't know when to be quiet. I have found that the less I say, the more my husband hears. That is good news to take into your next relationship. I award, what kind of TV is it?
A smart TV.
Smart TV.
55 inch.
55-inch smart television?
Yes, ma'am.
Is awarded to Mrs. Bishop. It